What's up? What's up? This is Lisa from Lisa's 2 Cents, giving it to you 1 cent at a time. And today I'm going to talk about HIV. Um, I have an associate, I won't say a friend, but associate. And the story I'm about to tell you guys is so freaking unbelievable, for real. My mind is like blown every time I think about it. Anyway, I met this young lady probably about, it hasn't even been a full year, probably like 8 or 9 months ago. And when I met her through someone else. And she and I were talking. We ended up, getting, I guess she needed someone that she can vent to and talk to because her and her mother didn't have a really good relationship. Well, we ended up kind of getting close and everything where she started sharing everything with me. So I remember this particular time. Now, this is about her boyfriend. She shares with me that he was a pimp, right? And so, of course, me being who I am, because I would never understand any female who gets out and sells her ass and then giving money to a man like that. I can never, my mind can't ever wrap around something like that. So anyway, now she wasn't a prostitute, but he was a pimp. So long story short, this is what she tells me, that they had been knowing each other for years, and they were like best of friends, like literally best of friends, and that she ended up falling in love with him. And then let me just back up a little. She had very, very, very low self-esteem, and she was a beautiful woman, very intelligent. I mean, very intelligent. But she didn't love herself. But after getting to know her better, I understood why, and it was because of her mother. She said she thought that her name was bitch from a little kid because her mother had always called her and addressed her as that. And parents, that's the worst thing we can do, is address our kids anything other than their names. And I know they piss us off and we want to cuss them out. And in my head, I've cussed my son out many times, but I've never called him out of his name. But anyway, back to the story. So she was always saying how her mother was always addressing her as bitch since she was like 4 or 5 years old, that she can remember this. And so even today, her mother still addresses her as that, and very disrespectful. But anyway, so she's with her best friend, which is this guy that's a pimp. They eventually, after I think she said it was like 8 or 9 years that they were best friends, she fell in love, and I guess he told her he was in love, and they started a relationship. But catch this, he told her prior to them getting in a relationship that he was HIV positive. She wasn't, he was. She chose to get in a relationship with him anyway. So in the process of being in this relationship with him, she has to take, forgot what the medicine it is. They always doing the commercials on TV where it's supposed to stop you from getting it. So I remember when she first told me, I mean, my mouth literally dropped open, and I'm really good at masking surprises when people tell me stuff. I'm really good at keeping a straight face. But when she told me that she chose to get in a relationship with him anyway, even though he had informed her that he was HIV positive, I literally, my mouth just dropped open. And I asked her, I said, what is that important? Because for me, I'm saying it ain't no penis big enough, it ain't no tongue long enough that I'm going to get in a relationship with anyone that tells me they're HIV positive. Because even if I'm just in a regular relationship, prior to me getting married, I wasn't having sex unprotectedly. Like, HIV was too prevalent out there. Like, it was really, especially amongst us African Americans. So long story short is that after he tells her and she chooses to get in a relationship and they in a relationship, well, she's also, now this is what I gotta say too. Y'all ain't no goddamn pimps. Y'all some punks. How the hell you pimping? You ain't got no car. You ain't got no home to go to. You living in motels, renting rooms by the day. You ain't got no, like literally, you ain't got no clothes. You look like a bum. You're not pimps. You're punks. And you go after weak ass little girls. So long story short is that come back for part 2 and I will let you know what happened in part 2.